If you like this planter, follow along with me today as I show you how I built it.
Why does it like it's something to eat?
Okay, let's get down to business. The first thing I did was I milled up the lumber. I cut from a 2x6, 4 lengths, 29 inches long. They'll be used for the sides. Another 4 lengths, 11 inches long, will be used for the ends. And finally, 4 lengths, 13 inches long, which will be used for the legs. And though I didn't show you this, I actually ripped down 2 pieces of wood, 28.5 inches long, 1.5 inches wide. I used deck boards, which are 1.25 inches thick, but you can use regular pine or whatever you have at hand, 1.5. It doesn't really matter. I put 5 screws in each, holding them to the bottom of one edge of the long sides of the boards in the center. And they'll be going at the bottom to hold the slats that will be holding the earth or the planter. My lighting's been failing me there today, if you notice the lights fading in and out. Sorry about that. I'm just using a clamp to hold the ends to the sides, making it all nice and square. And I'm drilling through the ends into the sides, and I'm going to attach 3.5-inch screws so that the ends and the sides will form a box. There'll be 2 boxes, an upper and a lower. Just a reminder, remember to use screws that are meant for outdoors and won't corrode, deck screws of some sort. If you're using womanized lumber, pressure treated lumber, make sure you have the right type of screws for the right type of pressure treated lumber. Overall length, 32 inches and 11 inches wide. Inner diameter, or inner width is 8 inches and 29 inches. And the depth soil will be about 8.5 inches. I found a template, an old garbage can lid. Smooth this out in the sander. Nice thing about Cedar, it's so quick to work with. So I've got all 4 boards cut, and I'm going to extend them out the ends beyond the planter about 1/2 inch, and I'll use this piece of 1/2-inch plywood just to measure or to make sure it's an even space, and I'll do that all the way around. The first thing I'm going to do is I'll attach the legs to the bottom section first, and then add the top part. I'm going to screw from the inside out, that way the screws will be hidden. Do 3 screws per section into the leg. So a total of 6 screws will hold this together, and I'm using 2.5-inch screws. And I also am holding this up to get the right height with a piece of 1.5-inch stock plus another piece of 1/2-inch plywood. I think it's 1/2-inch plywood. That just gets it up to the right height at 13 inches. The width across here on the inside is exactly 8 inches. So I'll cut these slats to go on the bottom 7/7/8, maybe just a little bit, a hair under, just so that will fit in here. They don't have to be exactly tight, in case there's any swelling. They have room to move as well. So that small pine that's just rough, you can see the saw marks on it. It's got black on it. I'll just put it in there loose, and if it doesn't last very long, it can be easily replaced. I actually cut more than I needed, one extra, and need to trim this one down just slightly. And you can see the slats on the bottom. If I cut this right, it should just fit in there. Great. I finalized the planter, and I put a stain on it. I said I wasn't sure if it was, but I did put the Cedar penetrating oil that I usually use from Bear, the Home Depot brand, just one I like to use on cedar, and it does provide protection at least for a year. And I put landscape fabric stapled in. Hope you liked this video. If you did, please like, subscribe. Until next video, talk to you later. It's Don.